Yes, it's true. You are seeing a blanket on my lap. And I have a reason for that. Because Princesa, my chihuahua, she is always in my lap. She don't let me film without being in my lap. Hello everyone, today's video is going to be a little bit bigger than usual, but the project it was made thinking on the beginners as well, so it takes a little bit more time to explain step by step. But of course, you are free to click to go forward and watch the next step. Today's sewing project, we are going to do this compact makeup bag. It's perfect for traveling. You have space for everything you need for a full makeup. I use false leather in my body, and in the interior I use some vinyl and some canvas fabric, easy to clean. It has two pockets. You have a lot of space, as you can see. You can put your primer, your serum, your makeup tools, eyeliner, mascara, lipstick, everything you need for a full makeup. It looks like complicated, but it isn't, and I will show you every step you need to know. Come with me and let's do this. For our makeup bag for beginners, we are going to need two kinds of fabric. I'm using false leather and some canvas fabric. So for our main body, we are going to need, measuring 8 inches per 19 inches and half. For the lining fabric, I cut it a little bit bigger than the main fabric. For the pockets, we are going to need 3 pieces of vinyl. So 2 of them are going to measure 6 inches per 9 inches and half, and the bigger one will measure 7 inches and half per 9 inches and half. We are going to need some bias tape, 2 head zippers, 2 zippers measuring at least 10 inches, and some, I believe is called Velcro. And we are going to need some elastic. I'm using the larger one, but you can use the thinner one as you like. I use this one because it's purple, it's matching with the colors, and I got it at home, so I'm just using it, but you can use this, a thinner one. It's the same thing. That's all. Let's go start it. First of all, we are going to apply the elastic on our vinyl. We have 3 pieces of vinyl, so we are going to start working with the bigger one. So here we have the bigger side and here the smaller side. So here we'll have 9 inches and half, and here we'll have 7 inches and half. So here we are going to fix and sew our elastic first, and then we are going to get our makeup tools. We are going to put it here, and we are going to see how much elastic we need, and then we are going to sew, and after that we are going to get another tool and see what you need. Let's do it. I fixed the first part, and now I'm going to get a makeup tool. We cannot leave it too loose, otherwise they're going to fall. So I will decide to fix it here. I'm going to make a little mark. check. And now the second one. Now a smaller one. You will decide which distance you want to do it. It depends what tools you have. All done. Now I'm going to trim off the elastic. Now we are going to apply our bias tape on both of sides and one side of each vinyl. And don't forget, it will be one of the sides which measure 9.5 inches. So we are going to apply the vinyl in the middle of the bias. You can clip it. Because the vinyl is transparent, we need to make sure when we are going to sew it, the back part of the bias will not show up. Otherwise it's going to be not great. So you need to make sure when you are sewing it, the edges are matching together. On the side, now the other one. Now we have our 3 parts finished, and now we are going to apply our zippers, and then we are going to match the zipper here, and then we just pull it. Okay, so we are going to get our lining fabric, we are going to fold it in half, and we are going to find the middle, both of sizes. And we are going to find the middle as well on our vinyl. So we are going to match the sutures together, fold in half and find the middle. Here as well. So with our lining opened, right side front up, and our vinyl, we have the middle, so we are going to match middle with the middle, and we are going to apply our zipper here. Make sure when you are sewing the zipper will not show on the back, so you need to make sure everything is aligned. So for beginnings, you can use double tape to fix the vinyl, and that's what we are going to do. So let's get our back, double tape. So I'm going to cut in half. I'm going to apply it here. We don't need a lot, just a tiny bit here and here. and here and here. Now you are going to glue it on the zipper. And the same thing on this side. Make sure the zipper head is opening to the same side. And now let's put some double tape as well on the zipper so we can fix the zipper on the lining fabric, and when we are going to sew we don't need to worry about. And now we have the middles. We are going to match the middle of the lining fabric with the middle of the vinyl. And now we are going to sew it here and here to fix our vinyl. Now we are going to apply the other bias. Make sure the edges are all aligned. And again, for beginners, we can use the double tape to fix the vinyl on the zipper to be much easier to sew. That's what we are going to do. 2 pieces. Here and here. Now we are going to fix the vinyl. Don't forget the edges needs to be well aligned. Now we are going to top stitch. Now we are going to do the same thing on this side. We have our lining finished. Now we are going to get our main body, and we are going to find the middle on one of the top, like this. Now we are going to curve our corners. I'm going to use my curved ruler. If you want to know how to make this ruler, I will leave the link of the video on the description box so you can watch it if you want. So I'm going to curve my corners with the 4 centimeters curved. This ruler is very handy, and if you make one, you will save money for sure. So now we are going to trim off. And now we are going to fix our lining fabric on our main fabric. So we are going to find our middle as well on the sides here. And the other side as well. And now we are going to match our middles, and we are going to sew it just on the laterals, okay, not in the tops. We are not going to sew it, just on the lateral. I like to sew it on this side so we can see the lining fabric, and it's going to be easier to sew it. Stay with me. Now we are going to trim off, and now we are going to apply the Velcro. So we are going to use again the double tape. Now we are going to apply here. And now we are going to sew it just on the vinyl, okay? Don't sew it on the lining fabric, just on the vinyl. That's why we didn't sew it all over. And now with the other part, so let's see, where is it? Here. And here we are going to do the same thing, just on the main fabric, not in the lining fabric, okay? Just on this side. I'm going to take this out. And now we can sew it all over. Now we have almost everything ready. We just need to apply our bias. So the bias is like this. I'm using the large one. So I'm going to open and I'm going to match the edges together. Like this, and then I'm going to sew it over this. Our makeup bag is all finished. I didn't show all the process of the bias tape because otherwise the video will be very long. I will leave in the comments below a link for a video which shows step by step how to apply a bias tape. Don't forget, bias tape, it's all about practice. I did some little monsters as well. I have done a lot of little monsters as well when I was a beginner. So don't quit, practice, practice and practice. That's the secret. And for the next video, we are going to make this candy bunny pouch. Very lovely and cute, and you can keep your eggs chocolate inside of it. If you want to be notified for the next video, you just need to subscribe the channel and turn the notifications on so you can be notified. See you next video!